I used to really struggle with my emotions. I was diagnosed with severe ADHD in my early 20s, and life was just really a struggle. I had a hard time focusing. I couldn't think straight. My emotions would just carry me away. I would say stupid things, and I just really had a hard time feeling stable within myself, and it was really difficult. It made life difficult. Thankfully, I had to go through some hard times in my life that started to change things around for me, and it started to create an awakening. I got married, went through a divorce, incredibly difficult time in my life. I used to be very religious. I tried doing all these things perfect for my religion. And as my life started to change through my divorce and I started looking at religion a little differently in time, I ended up being introduced to the law of attraction by a friend of mine. And when I started learning about the law of attraction, I was learning about how powerful our thoughts are and how what we think about creates our realities. And that our thoughts are also linked to an emotion. So whatever we're thinking about is creating an emotion within us. So I started learning about emotions and how powerful our emotions are and what we're thinking about. And that I had power over the way I was feeling and over myself. I started learning how to meditate. I started reading books more often. And as I was doing this, I started to get my power back. I started to feel very empowered. And it took a lot of work and a lot of time. But now that I was able to recognize that my emotions were not who I am, my thoughts were not who I am, but rather they're just something that I can look at in my mind and view from my higher self perspective. And I could be deliberate and start changing what I'm thinking about, changing my thought patterns to start thinking about things that are more positive and slowly shifting my energy. One of the most powerful tools in all of this that I learned was learning how to temper my emotions. Think of your emotions as a wild Mustang, a horse or a stallion or something, some horse, a wild horse. And you need to get the rope and you need to lasso it around that horse and tame that horse and rein it in. We need to do the same thing with our emotions. It's okay to feel what you feel. That's okay. And when I first started, I didn't even know what emotions I was feeling. I was always feeling different things. But as I started practicing this and understanding how powerful my emotions are and reining it in, I was able to start identifying the emotions that I was feeling and start changing what I was feeling. And as I changed what I felt, the things that manifested on the outside were different. I started manifesting a new reality and my life started to improve. So not only did I start to find peace of mind and calmness from within, but my outer world started to change. I started becoming a better father, a better friend to all my friends, a better son to my parents, and just a better person overall. So my challenge for you guys is to temper those emotions, rein them in, and start paying attention to what you're feeling and deliberately changing what you're thinking about so that you can start changing your life one day at a time.